So I think we've been talking so far, and you've been listening to the group. What's new understanding emerging from this conversation for you today?
And if you want, you can just take a pause to write something down and just think on your own.
Yeah.
Ideally, we'd have soft music playing in the background.
I'm happy to share.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'll start with, I'll get to the understanding in just a moment, but I think just to start with a deep appreciation for this conversation in general. I'll say Barb is one of the very few people in my life I'm willing to be awake and at my desk at 6 a.m. for, but every time I'm at my desk at 6 a.m. for any conversation with Barb, it always leads to something really amazing. And this is definitely one of them. So I think for me, just the deep appreciation for the international perspective that I really, really miss. I live in a very local, hyper-localized, sort of focused area. We're in the state, we're the state capital of California, so everything is very, very locally focused. And I really miss getting to have a sense of what's happening internationally, not just via news, but really first-person perspectives. The understanding that's emerging for me, I think, is some of the things that I've heard people talk about, I thought perhaps were really only happening or happening more in the United States. So things around misinformation, highlighting sort of racism that maybe has been in societies and hasn't been talked about. We are having, I mean, that's just two very specific examples, but just to kind of hear the way that COVID has gone over and beyond healthcare and really highlighted so many different things in different countries around the world about what's working and what's not. And that it's really creating this opportunity for us to just do something different globally, not just locally.
Anybody else? What new insight, understanding emerged from our conversation today?
For me, I think it's really humans are adaptable. So I see how we have evolved. And through this, I think we can adapt and we will adapt to the changing world. I mean, it takes time. I mean, change takes time. Right? But and some people may be like left behind, but still, I think we'll move forward together. And how do I say? It's good to see that. Not say good. I shouldn't say good. It's like we are all in this together, all wanting to, all going through this whole pandemic, or whatever it is, together, knowing that we are not alone in this, and it's like, you know, you see different, for us, it's like you see different communities or social enterprises trying to make a difference during this time, even putting more effort to make a difference. You see people speaking up, advocating things more strongly now. So yeah, I think the world will shift, and we will all become a better space it will become a better place to be, and we'll all become better humans. I know. Yeah. Thank you.
I do feel like, you know, there's the sense of community with more understanding and, you know, both from local and global. Like, you know, when we have conversation like this, so we really, you know, we can have more understanding with each other. So so one idea come up is that, like, sometimes the pandemic, the COVID, I mean, the crisis can be also the opportunity for people to come together and supporting each other. When we can create conversation like this, and then we can make space across the boundary and across the, you know, quarantine and across the country's policy, that we still can find some, make some space for us to be together and to support each other. That's quite, you know, feel helpful like hopeful to me.